I had a really distressing experience yesterday, and it involves many of you watching, so I have to share it with you. Basically, I posted that I am not taking a side with the Israel-Palestine war and that I stand with peace. I had people unfollow me. I had people emotionally blackmail me for not taking a side. I was called names. I was told that I was supporting genocide by not taking a side. And then there were people within the comments fighting against each other. This was very distressing for me because I'm a community advocate. I have been in the freedom movement for the last 3 years. I've traveled around Europe trying to help strengthen and build community groups. That is my lane. That is what I'm really passionate about, is keeping people together, keeping people from being divided, and encouraging people to support each other. Now, what I've noticed and what is distressing to me, because this is, I believe, my role, is that people that I have stood shoulder to shoulder with against the government over the last 3 years, against the one world government, against globalism, and now fighting within themselves. Community groups that have spent years building community gardens and helping each other, supporting each other through sickness and even death, and now fighting against each other because of a war that is thousands and thousands of miles away, that literally hardly anyone knows anything about. You might know a little bit, but let's be honest, how do you know what news is real, what footage is real, what pictures are real, what's staged, what's not staged? And to be honest, we have so many problems at home in Australia. Cost of living. You know, we recently just had the referendum and people voted no because they didn't understand what was actually going to change. Well, how can you take a side on a war that you know nothing about? I mean, up until the last 2 weeks, no one knew hardly anything about this. We are supposed to stand for freedom of speech. We are supposed to respect people's opinions and the ability for people to debate. And we are supposed to love people through that and recognize that there's all these other things that we have in common. But the media and the governments have really emotionally charged this topic so that even people that love and respect each other are now turning on each other because of the sides that they have taken. And while we are here fighting amongst ourselves thousands of miles away, people are suffering, and what you can do is pray for them, but look after your own family, your own surroundings. And remember, Australia has so many of its own problems. Now, if this situation hits our shores and we have to choose a side, that's different. It is important for us to not be distracted because we can't do anything about it. If you can do something about it, if you can go there, then get distracted, absolutely. Do your research, watch everything, fantastic. But if you can't do anything about it, then you're just distracting yourself. And what is going on in the background while you're distracting yourself? Suffering is bad. It doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. And I pray for the innocent people. And that's it. You, even though I love you because we've been in this for a long time together, you're not going to blackmail me into taking sides on a war that I know nothing about. And you shouldn't blackmail each other or bully each other either, because we stand for freedom of speech, and these communities have taken a lot of effort to build. So let's not let the division come into our hometowns and into our local community.